Breaking news, the legendary wave trend for Bitcoin is at a breaking point and something's got to give. Take a look. Right on our chart, where this red arrow is, that's where the wave trend is at the moment. But this is not a safe place to be. We are holding on for our dear lives at this critical market structure that we started creating back in July of 2021. And if we break this structure, things will start to spiral out of control. But it gets worse. Where we're at right now with the wave trend is something that we haven't seen in any cycle aside from 2019, right before the COVID crash. We're going to cover the wave trend and where it's at right now, with the structure of where it's currently at and how important it is to understand the structure and what could potentially be right around the corner for Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency market, your favorite altcoins. It comes down to what this wave trend is about to do, and we are about to break it down. Let's get into it. Do you wish you were making more money in crypto? Do you want to recover those bad losses? Don't you just wish that there was buy and sell alerts that could be sent to your phone? Well, today, your dream is a reality. My indicator bundle is a one-time payment and unlock it for life. Get money-making buy and sell alerts directly to your phone. It works for Bitcoin and all altcoins. It's great for day traders, swing traders, and long-term holders. Whether you've been in crypto for 10 minutes or 10 years, sign up now and make 5 times more in this cycle with my indicator bundle. Best of all, this is the largest ever discount we have ever had on the indicator bundle. The problem? It's only for a limited time. Save an extra $300 off when you sign up with crypto. Plus, sign up right now and unlock 3 special bonus trade alerts valued at over $1,500 completely free. I literally can't make it any easier. Go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. Give yourself this gift you can use for life. Once you sign up, see if you're a lucky winner to add my hybrid indicator to your cart. Go now. The clock is ticking. cryptocrewuniversity.com. Again, that's cryptocrewuniversity.com. Here we are on the Bitcoin US dollar index, and we are on the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we've got the wave trend. Now, let's break down the wave trend so that you leave this video with a sense of clarity as to what the wave trend does, what it is, what it represents in a simple and easy to understand manner. Now, the wave trend is illustrated with this red line, right? When the red line is up here at this yellow line, we are right near or at a market cycle top. In other words, when we're near this yellow line, it's a good time to take profits. When were we at this yellow line recently? Well, right at the 74K top, the top that is the top so far, right? That's when we got to this yellow line, right? You can look at any of the prior times we were at this yellow line. It was a pretty good time to take profits. Now you can see the wave trend has this green area at the bottom of our screen. Now this area is a great time to buy Bitcoin. When you see the wave trend dip all the way down and touch this green area or go below it, it's the best time in the history to buy Bitcoin. Most recently, that's when I was screaming at the top of my lungs to buy Bitcoin at 15, 16, 17,000. We actually used the wave trend, was one of our charts we used to scream to you, look, here's facts that you should buy at 15, 16, 17,000. When everybody said I was crazy, they said that it was going to go to 6K or 7K. It did not. 15 and 16K was the time to buy based on just historical facts, right? So the wave trend helps you understand when to take profits and when to buy. Now, there's a couple cool little data points that we put on the wave trend to help you even further, right? You can go to the wave trend, plug it on your chart. You can see this white line here, right? This white line adds a very clear market structure where, simply put, when we're in a bull run, we typically hold this white line as support. We did so back here, 2012, 2013. You could see 2014 holding this white line as support during a bull. Next cycle, 2015, 2016, 2017, the entirety of the bull holding this white line as support. This white line's at about 25.5, by the way. You can draw that on your chart. And you typically see that during a bull run, we hold it as support, and during a bear market, we hold it as resistance. Case in point, 2012 bear market, holding the white line as resistance. 2015 bear market, holding the white line as resistance. So it becomes a pretty simple game. When you're above there, you hold it as support, you're in a bull. When you're below there, you hold it as resistance, you're in a bear market. It's a simple game, right? Things got interesting in our prior cycle where we kind of took those rules and threw a little curveball in the mix. That's where Bitcoin started acting irresponsibly and not as it typically does. Take a look. When we had our bottom of our market, right? 2018. And we had this green area here. We rallied all the way up past this red zone. This was the first time in Bitcoin's history that we rallied up past this red zone that comes on your chart and then crashed back down through the white. It had never happened before in the history of Bitcoin. This is what we call a double dip. This double dip was the best time to buy Bitcoin. Right? You can see that we threw this signal in the mix. We called this a double dip, and it happened to be a great time to buy. We even got really close to the green zone. But at the same time, we rallied back up. We rallied back above this red. And as soon as we broke down back through the red, the top was in, right? Everybody knows it now that this was the top and this was the double top. There's no denying it. And it's shown clearly on our charts, right? We had this high and this lower high, right? At the same time, we had a high and a higher high in price. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called bearish divergence. It typically marks the top of markets in this incredibly obvious structure here of blatant disrespect of divergence, right? Where our price does one thing and our indicators do the exact opposite in a very extreme manner. You'll find this across the board in a lot of different types of markets, marking market cycle tops and whatever stock, bond, ETF you're looking at. Indicator bundle blowout sale, limited time only. Here's what my indicator bundle students have to say. Mark profited 50,000. Dr. George made 70,000 profit. Carl made a 300% trade and brings in steady income for his family. I want you to be next.
And now with Steve's plan, I'm actually up 32,000.
I experienced my first big winning trades, over 100% gain.
Save an extra 300 off when you sign up with crypto. Get trade alerts right to your phone. Make 5 times more profit. This is your chance to start dominating. Clock is ticking. Sign up now.
Don't be scared. Take the leap. It'll change your life. It changed mine.
This will be on higher time frames and clear as day, right? You can see it here. After that, we had our bear market and we came back down to this green zone, which yours truly was saying to buy Bitcoin based on this exact chart. And we had a rally after that. We didn't have a rally above the red until we got up to this 74. And then we crashed back down, right? You can see that we had our second ever double dip back in October of 23, which we covered right here in this chair. And we compared it to 2019 double dip, which was a great buying opportunity. So we deemed this one a very great buying opportunity. That was at 25K. So for those of you who missed 15, 16K, we had another call at 25K based on this chart right here, calling it a double dip, calling it a great time to buy. And that was right before we went from 25K to 74K. When we went to 74K, we got above the red, which is typical in a bull run. You can see we typically get above this red zone. What we don't typically do is get above this red zone and then crash below the white. That's not typical, especially doing it multiple times in the bull run. So what you can see happening here is we had our first double dip here and we're potentially in our second double dip, something that we've never seen before. What would ruin this double dip is a breach of the structure. The structure is very critical. Now, the structure goes from July 2021 with this data point here as support, and then our second data point is April 22 as resistance. Our third data point is October 23 as support, and we are currently at support. This is a key structure to hold because the bull run that we're in right now has respected this structure a great deal, right? We don't want to see a disrespect of the structure. It would quite literally be the first time in this entire bull run that we had broken market structure. This bull run, the structure has been pretty sound. It's been really good, right? What you want to see is the wave trend to bounce off of this area, which right now is at negative 14.5, right? You can draw that on your charts, negative 14.5, and you can tally up the structure from July 21 to April 22 into October 23. You connect those dots, and that's where we're at as we speak. Now, this is where things get interesting because in 2019, we had one double dip, great time to buy. Then we went back above the red for the second time in that cycle, right? You can see that we had been above the red multiple times in each cycle. So far, this cycle was just one time. All right. So Bitcoin could be due for a second time above the red cycle to match other cycles. But a breach of this structure would make it even more difficult to do such a thing. Structure is so critical in charts, and you can see the structure is really sound, really strong, and it's been respected for about 2 years. What you want to see is a higher high. You want to see this wave trend make a higher high, higher than this one at about 80. Right? Now, typically 80 is that number where you start to think about taking profits historically, right? We got above 80 a couple times in 11. We got above a couple times in 13. We got above a couple times in like 16, 17. We only got above once in 21, just one time above the 80. And we haven't gotten above it now in this cycle, right? So you want to see in an ideal situation, a higher high in this market structure and a hold of this structure. That's an ideal world. What we don't know is what Bitcoin has up its sleeve. It's always got a trick. We told you that we have the weekly stochastic RSI cross. We breached that structure back on that weekly scale. We've been holding resistance for 200 days, right? These things are adding fuel to Bitcoin to potentially get above 70, 71. That's Bitcoin's prime target at the moment, and then its target should be a new all-time high. The problem is we have a gravestone doji that printed a bunch of months ago on the 2-month time frame. That's why you see this huge plummet in our wave trend, and you saw price struggle since 74, which is where we printed the gravestone doji on the 2-month time frame. That's what I showed you 6 months ago. And I told you the storyline would be simple. It's the 2-month gravestone doji versus the weekly stochastic RSI. Now we have an official weekly stochastic RSI, and the battle is starting. Plain and simple. That's going to determine how the structure plays out, and it's going to determine if we have broken market structure and a large turmoil. We're also starting to see some signs that Bitcoin has similarities to the chart right before the COVID crash. So we're going to see how this story plays out, but we are going to be here to keep you updated every step of the way. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you back here in the next video. From Mark, Steve's education made all the difference. We profited $50,000. From Dr. George, in just 1 week, I made $70,000 profit using Steve's indicators. Carl, I made 300% trade with his system. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Don't miss out. Clock is ticking. Check out what my indicator bundle can do. SHIB USD turned 10,000 into 30,000 with this quick buy and this quick sell. Bitcoin turned $10,000 into 147,000. Ethereum turned 10,000 into 270,000. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Don't miss out. Clock is ticking. Stop leaving money on the table. Sign up now and get buy and sell alerts directly to your phone for the rest of your life. Recover those losses and make 5x more in this market cycle. Save an extra $300 off when you sign up with crypto. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Don't miss out. Clock is ticking.